Good evening. Believe it or not, a few minutes ago while I was sitting here, I have been suffering from vertigo. I haven't been able to really sit up and move around for 2 days. But just a few minutes ago, sitting there, all of a sudden, it left. That's God. That is God. Thank you all so much, so much, so much. You may be seated. God is so good. And I am so happy to see everyone here tonight. I am honored. I'm honored beyond words. And I am surely over grateful to stand before you tonight. I thank you for your support and the trust that you have placed in me to serve as your mayor here in the city of Fairburn. A year ago, you gave me this honor of serving as your mayor to a city that I love so dearly. I pledged at my inauguration to listen, to learn, and to lead you in the most responsible and positive manner I know how. Because we are in this together, tonight, I'm proud to say we are still listening, we're still learning, and we're still leading. And we're doing this because of our work together. The state of our city, let me repeat, the state of our city is very strong. We are strong not just because of what we've done, but because of who we are. We are a city that believes that every single person deserves an equal chance to thrive. And when we stand together, there's nothing that we can't achieve. We don't wait for a better future. We create it. Every city has its challenges and opportunities, but Fairburn has a strong record to stand on. We know how to do the work, and we work for you, our citizens. As your mayor, I am thrilled to share Fairburn's highlights, accomplishments, goals, and opportunities, and also our 2019 highlights. Fairburn's slogan is "Situated to Succeed." It is a city that embraces the future, yet while remembering the past. We were founded in 1854, and we've come a long ways, baby, to modern day Fairburn. This has been accomplished through hard work of past elected officials, citizens like you, and yes, we can't forget the forefathers of our city. I began tonight by thanking Bishop Aaron B. Lackey, First Lady, and the Temple of Prayer family for hosting the State of the City address. Your support for the city will always be remembered as an intricate part of our success. Along within his Great Name Ministry, Open Word Christian Ministries, Harvest Rain, First Baptist Church of Fairburn, Mount Zion, Landmark, and all of the other churches around. I also say thanks to the shops downtown and also the stores on Highway 74. One of the great loves of my life is here tonight. My daughter Rhonda and my grandson Christian. My sister-in-law is here, and everybody knows that I'm not married, but I was married, and I was married to her brother, Ella House. I just want to say to my daughter, thank you for loving me and supporting your mother unconditionally. And I really do appreciate these last 2 days of taking care of me while I was under the weather. Speaking of thanks, to a great and loyal friend, my Mayor Pro Tem, James Whitmore, to Councilwomen Linda J. Davis and Hattie Portis Jones, Councilman Pat Palin, Alex Heath, and Ulysses Smallwood. I could not have done this work, or in fact, any work, without the confidence and unwavering support of you. Let me repeat. I could not do anything without these fine individuals who have worked long and hard to bring into fruition our accomplishments in 2018. I say this by noting that of the 17 city council meetings that we've had, all of the votes were unanimous except one. And that vote was 5-1. This shows working together and putting you, the citizens, first is our priority. For Fairburn's survival, we as a city also must collaborate with other elected and appointed officials. I again say thank you for being colleagues that truly believe that together we shall move forward. Your presence tonight speaks volume to your support. Would all elected and appointed officials please stand and be recognized? Thank you. So as I acknowledge our partners, I would certainly be remiss in not giving accolades to our support staff and department heads who come to work every day to make Fairburn a great city. Colin Powell once said, and I quote, "Organizations don't really accomplish anything. Plans don't accomplish anything either. Theories of government don't much matter. Endeavors succeed or fail because of the people involved. Only by attracting the best people will you accomplish great deeds," unquote. Our staff is simply fantastic. As I call your names, please stand and remain standing. Our city is blessed to have our city attorney, Randy Turner, Valerie Ross, and Meredith Germain. Joyce Kitchens, our labor and employment attorney. Our interim fire chief, Cornelius Robinson. Municipal Court Judge, Monica Ewing. Our police chief, Stoney Mathis. Our city clerk, Keisha McCulloch. Director of Utility, Tom Ridgway. Planning and Zoning, Tarika Peaks. Community Development, Lester Thompson. Streets, Harvey Stokes. Our Human Resource Director, Linda Johnson. Parks and Recreation, Chapin Payne. Economic Development, Ernest Gilchrist. And our marketing person, Dr. Devontae Parks in the back. Lastly, but certainly not least, my right hand, my executive assistant, Jessica Davis. You may be seated. Members of our Planning and Zoning Commission, if you're here, please stand. Downtown Development Authority, East Point Fairburn Housing Authority, Fairburn's Ethics Board, Fairburn Appeals Board, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. Thank you all. You represent, and your service to the city and the citizens is certainly above reproach, and you make us stronger and more successful as a city every day. If there are any other elected officials, please stand. So Senator Donzella James is not here tonight. She's Georgia's State Senator, District 35. Representative Sharon Beasley Teague, Georgia House of Representatives, District 65. We've heard from Representative Derek Jackson, Georgia House of Representatives, District 64, and Representative William Bodie, Georgia House of Representatives, District 62. Our partners, Michael Hightower, the collaborative firm. My friend, my mentor, and my business partner, former Representative Keith Hurd. Connect South Fulton, Executive Director Michael Davis. Aerotropolis Alliance, Executive Director Shannon James. South Fulton Chamber of Commerce, Diane Matthews. South Fulton CID, Jody Gray. Thank you all so much. Tonight, let me start by saying that I have a big, heartfelt thanks to Larry and Kimberly Portee, who donated to the city of Fairburn our first golf cart. Please stand. There they are. Thank you so much. And we're going to try our best to be like Peachtree City. Mayor William Bill Edwards, speaking of collaboration and working together, the city of Fairburn sprung into action to assist the new city of South Fulton with cleaning up after a devastating tornado in the Chestnut Ridge subdivision in March of 2018. Our city departments, street, fire, police, water, thank you all for caring. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin my State of the City address for the city of Fairburn. We are moving forward together. Our city is resilient and our city is strong. The city is indeed moving forward with initiatives that was once just a dream, now becoming a reality. Let's look back at 2018 and where we're going in 2019. Our budget, FY 2017-2018 budget. The prior year fiscal year budget totaled $37,254,000. The general fund budget was $14,854,000. This was 40% of the total fiscal 2018 budget. The general fund in the city of Fairburn performed well. And revenues exceeded expenditures by $1.5 million. This excess can be contributed to sound revenue projections and the overall monitoring of expenses at all levels of the government. There were a number of other funds that have performed well, such as our hotel, motel fund, transportation, special local option sales tax, our water and our sewer fund, stormwater fund, our electric fund, and our sanitation fund. Our current fiscal year 2019 budget totals $39,760,000, which is a 7% increase from the previous year. This increase can be contributed to necessary capital improvements for the city of Fairburn, mainly in the general fund. The general fund current budget totals $16,599,000. The fiscal year 2019 budget is the first budget to be submitted to the Government Finance Officers Association to be reviewed by 3 independent reviewers for the Distinguished Budget Award. Hopefully, we'll get that award. Our children are our future. The City of Fairburn's mental fitness program, housed in our Fairburn Youth Center, continues to amaze the city and parents with the following. It was awarded the 2017 Atlanta Public School Educational Partner of the Year. It partnered with the Cooking Matters to provide workshops to Fairburn after school and summer participants on cooking with science. They began a series of financial literacy workshops for teens during our 2018 STEAM summer camp. Some of the topics that they covered was household budgets. Kids need to learn young how to manage money. College costs, checking and savings accounts, credit literacy, the math of a paycheck. If you got $100 in a paycheck, you can't spend $110. They're currently offering a series of Lego workshops focused on mathematics and standards designed to offer alternative ways to reach struggling students. Currently, they have a hands-on project-based workshop in agriculture for out-of-school students. They received a $5,000 grant from Clorox, which was used to offer partial scholarships for Fairburn residents in our summer STEAM program. They received a $3,000 grant from Waste Industries for program enhancements for our 2018 summer STEAM program. Since January of 2018, Mental Fitness has awarded over $13,000 in scholarships to Fairburn residents attending the after-school and summer programs. Thank you, Mr. Childs. Are you in the audience? Would you please stand? John Childs, Executive Director of the program. In Fairburn, we have held our contractors to a higher standard. If you want our business, You must do the business the right way, and that means offering well-paying jobs to our citizens and doing above exceptional craftsmanship work. Don't come in here doing half work because I'm going to see it. Just the other day, there was some work done in City Hall, and I walked down the hall and I looked, and I said, this is not going to get it. Call Harvey. They got to come back and redo this. You can't accept anything for top dollars. We're just not doing it. In our planning and zoning department, Milan Village, an 18,250 square feet retail commercial development that's going to be located next to the Family Dollar on Highway 74. This development will consist of 2 buildings. One building will have 5 tenant spaces, 4 retail, and 1 restaurant. The site development plans were approved in November 2018. We're ready to build. There's going to be a cigar bar, a 7,995 square foot retail commercial building with 2 tenant spaces. One of the tenant spaces will consist of a cigar bar, a cigar retail shop and entertainment lounge, and the second tenant space will consist of a takeout seafood restaurant. The proposed development is located on the corner of Harris Road and Renaissance Parkway, right behind Starbucks and Marco's Pizza. The conceptual site plan was approved in October 2018. Fairburn's Common, that's a new development. It's a 12,800 square feet building with multiple tenant spaces located on the Meadow Glen and Highway 74, Sonora Road. The tenant spaces will be a combination of retail, restaurants, and businesses. You ask for restaurants, we're bringing them to you. Under our planning and zoning, we have the Fairburn Creative Placemaking Plan. The Fairburn Creative Placemaking Plan will help facilitate the integration of public art into the built environment of the city. We will have artists that's going to come into our city, and the railroad trestles, we will have arts designs there. Going under the tunnels, we're going to do art. If it has to be there, it needs to look pretty. The reason for this is a vision is to establish Fairburn as a city with engaging public spaces where citizens and visitors alike will encounter works of public art that will surprise and delight them. ARC and Fairburn staff will work together over the next year to develop a plan for building an environment conducive to quality art and cultural experiences for Fairburn residents and their visitors. Fairburn is in its sophomore year of the Georgia Initiative for Community Housing. This is a program that helps communities strategically grow their economy through housing-related solutions. This program has provided training and technical instructions during a series of conferences, community housing team designs, and implement strategies to enhance the quality of life for Fairburn citizens. We are blessed. We are thrilled to have GIC in the city of Fairburn. Thank you so much, Ms. Glaze, for bringing GIC to the city of Fairburn. Community development. The State Route 74 resurfacing project has been awarded to C.W. Matthews Contracting Company. It is anticipated that the construction activities associated with this property will begin in late February, early March 2019. That means that Highway 74 is going to get paved. Community development worked real hard on the completion of the Evergreen Park roadway lighting and mid-block crossing project. I am sure that the folks back in those apartments appreciate this initiative. This was from our director, Lester Thompson. We had approximately $200,000 in GDOT quick response funding that was secured to address some serious pedestrian and vehicle safety concerns on this street, which is 29, crossing to the apartment complex called Evergreen Park. The city of Fairburn has never received funding for this program before, but we got it last year. The city of Fairburn, the completion of the 2017 LMIG roadway improvements on various city roads. We are still paving. We will continue to pave. As long as there are T-Splash dollars, we will be paving streets here in the city of Fairburn. A funding award of $230,000 in LMIG funds from the Georgia Department of Transportation was combined with T-Splash funds to implement this project. This was the first time the city of Fairburn has received LMIG funding. The project entailed the installations of new sidewalks and handicap ramps at various locations throughout the city. Fairburn is blessed. We are moving forward. We have gone over into the Summerwood community. We have put in sidewalks over there. That's a blessing. The completion of the Oakley Industrial Boulevard full depth reclamation project has been completed. We secured $13,666,000 of additional federal funding from the Georgia Department of Transportation for the I-85-74 Sonora Road interchange projects. This will be used to completely accommodate the right-of-way funding shortfall. We received a grant award of $1.5 million from the Georgia Transportation Infrastructure Bank for the Howell Avenue Extension Project. This is a T-Splash roadway project designed to provide connectivity between Bohannon Road and 74. This will be an alternate route for motorists, trucks, and to open up parcels for future development. This effort will also improve the freight connectivity to 74 and I-85 with regard to CXX intermodal terminal. The design for the Fairburn Park and Ride lot at 8100 Sonora Road has been completed. It's been completed. This project will serve commuters who are interested in carpooling or van pooling. Future expansion will also include bus pullouts, and shelters. The project will relieve traffic on 74 at peak hours and is fully supported by all local jurisdictions, businesses, and the South Fulton CID. Our utility department. Our utility department in electric installed over 100 electric service for new construction. They upgraded the area lighting at Carr-Robinson's Park. They inspected over 5 miles of sewer pipe using the new video inspection system. They cleaned more than 5 miles of sewer pipe using the new jet vac machine that was purchased. We replaced failed sewer infrastructure on Whitebird Way in the Tall Deer subdivision. They worked with students from Landmark Christian School to install storm drain markers, and they distributed over 400 door hangers advising residents in Durham Lakes, Brookhaven, the Fairways, and Enclave of the proper method of disposing of fat, grease, and oils. Our utility committee is working hard to revamp the utility department. Your complaints of high bills are being investigated on an individual basis and resolved. Policies and procedures will be implemented in 2019, showing a revised, easier to read bill and a cutoff committee that includes a citizen. Our public safety. A safer and more just Fairburn requires a police department that protects, serves, and is treated and is trusted by its citizens. As we address challenges that could become a crisis over the long term, we are concerned today with what is taking place in our country and our cities. The opioid epidemic has become one of the deadliest drugs crises in our nation's history. But as we speak of this sophisticated drug, let us not forget crack. Our police and fire have seen a rise in these drug-related burdens. We must, as a council, look at ways we can assist our police and fire with resources to combat these issues when they arise. People are suffering. Families are torn apart. Taxpayers shoulder the burden, and the pharmaceutical companies make the big bucks. On September the 5th, 2018, the city of Fairburn hired Chief Stoney Matthews. Please stand again, Chief. Thank you. Under his leadership since September the 5th, 2018, the following has been accomplished in our police department. He conducted a SWOT analysis. And let me tell you what SWOT means. SWOT identifies strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The police department conducted this SWOT analysis. And may I say, Chief, that the work that you did with the SWOT analysis shows, and it shows positively in the city. The police department conducted its first national night out. They conducted 2 female self-defense class. You know, we have to know how to defend ourselves too now, you know. The police department conducted its first awards picnic. They conducted its first Blue Light Christmas. This was an awesome event where over 30+ children received a $200 each gift card to Walmart and a free lunch. The police department conducted its first draft day, where officers signed up for shift based on seniority, not who like who. This is the first time in 12 years that the police department is 99% fully staffed. Because we are 99% fully staffed, we have created specialty units. We now have parking enforcement. We have traffic enforcement. Is my neighbor Darton here? because they always calling me about trucks coming down 92. Well, now we have traffic enforcement. And also we have a community engagement. The police department is currently fully staffed with office personnel, and all new hires are Georgia Crime Information Center certified. The police department received a drone donated from Channel 46 for surveillance and for tracking. The city council members approved e-warrants that will help in processing arrest and search warrants, thus alleviating time that the officers spend away from the city doing paperwork. Overall, in the city of Fairburn, crime has dropped each month since September compared to the same time in 2017. The September crime rate dropped 27%, October 54%, November 62%, and December 16.25%. Thank you. Our fire department, Interim Chief Cornelius Robinson. They are replacing a command vehicle and a fire engine to better serve the Fairburn population. Converted an electric department vehicle to become a brush truck that will allow the fire department to quickly respond and extinguish bush fires while saving the city over $200,000 in expenses. The insurance rating, they have constantly, and they still maintain, an ISO Class 1 rating. This is the highest rating that can be issued. The fire department was awarded a Teamwork Award for the Ronnie Thames Foundation for a rescue emergency on Interstate 85. They received a Child Passenger Safety Mini Grant, which will assist to reduce the motor vehicle-related mobility and motility rates in Georgia children through car seats inspection and replacement initiatives. In partnership with the Fairburn Police Department, the fire department participated in National Night Out and created what you saw tonight, our Fairburn Honor Guard. The Fairburn Police Department responded to over 3,000 calls in 2018, which is 5.7% increase in calls compared to 2017. They've conducted a Learn Not to Burn fire prevention initiative at Campbell Elementary School for over 1,000 students. Beauty Rest Mattress Company donated to the fire department 15 new mattresses for our firemen's beds. In our economic development, the city of Fairburn hosted its first Business and Economic Investment Forum on December the 5th, 2018. And it also launched its first economic development promo video on August the 20th, 2018. Parks and Recreation. Over 500 youth participated in Fairburn Parks and Recreation athletic programs. Over 100 youth are enrolled in Duncan Park swim lessons. Okay, Mayor Edwards, Mayor Williams. Okay. We developed and implemented the first annual Battle of the 29, Fairburn versus Union City. This was done to encourage sportsmanship and healthy activity within our communities. Mayor Williams, we won that first game. Get ready for the next one. We have installed cameras at Duncan Park In fact, 5 cameras have been installed throughout the park, and they are being monitored. So if you're in Duncan Park, you're being watched. We hosted the Eric Berry and James Berry father-son football camp. We gave away Thanksgiving baskets to senior citizens. Parks and Rec also did a junior NBA grant awarded to increase basketball participation. And they've partnership with the Atlanta Hawks Junior Hawks program, and they have 98 participants in that program. There were over 60 family reunions held in Duncan Park in 2018. We also have a Fitness at the Park exercise program. Okay, let's talk about public works. Mr. Harvey Stokes. The transformation of City Hall and conference room. New furniture, new flooring, new color scheme, break room, restrooms have all been upgraded. This is the first time since 1968 that there's been any renovation in Fairburn City Hall. Renovations have also begun at the police department with new bathrooms, flooring, and a new CID work area. Public Works has held 2 citywide cleanups and shredding events, one during the spring and the other one during the fall. Over 4,000 hours of community service has been assigned through our court system to work in the city of Fairburn. Over 2,000 of these hours have been served within the city limits of Fairburn, and another 2,000 hours were served with nonprofit organizations. We have started the design work for construction to begin on the conversion of the freight depot into a Mondo's Mexican restaurant. This restaurant is slated for grand opening in February 2019. Watch for the signs for the grand opening. In July, city staff went back to Chestnut Ridge to participate in another cleanup of properties that had sustained devastating damages from that tornado in March. We just felt the need to go back. And so we took our crew back out there again. So thank you so much, Mr. Stokes. Also, 123 single-family homes were permitted in 2018, so we're building. 478 building permits were issued in 2018. The blighted properties in the lighting community. The city acquired the property located at 155 Dodge Street, removed the structures, and we will be converting that to green space. We secured a 10-year lease with Georgia Military College at the Fairburn Education Campus, which includes the leasing of the outbuilding number 2, the academic building, and the main level of the administration building. This also includes 848 square feet of new space on the lower level, bringing the total lease footage to a total of 25,324 feet of lease space in GMC that's leasing from the city of Fairburn. We have tried our best to make our website more user-friendly. And I believe if you look at the website now, you will see that there have been a lot of changes made. We've created and streamlined online forms for citizens and for staff. We have fillable forms that can be used online and can be submitted electronically. This proves we are moving forward. Business relationship has grown due to a partnership of relaying information through social media. The creation of the City of Fairburn app allows citizens access to paying their utility, tax bills, and citation. They can create service requests, reserve facilities within the City of Fairburn. We also display employment opportunities and much more. Marketing also creates a newsletter that you see every month in your utility bill. I try every month to put a Mayor's Corner, just a little tidbit to keep you engaged and to keep you wondering, what is she going to say the next month? Our Water Authority. I know you remember in my inauguration that I talked about the Water Authority, the South Fulton Municipal Water Authority. This authority consists of 3 cities: the City of Fairburn, the City of Palmetto, and the City of Union City. After more than a decade of ongoing development and review, the Georgia Environmental Protection Division indicated in November of 2018 that it is now prepared to issue a water withdrawal permit to the South Fulton Water Authority. This has been a long road. Yes, Lord. While it still may require several years to construct the necessary facilities and bring them online, this project may finally provide its member cities, Union City, Palmetto, and Fairburn, with a reliable and predictable price source of water for well into the future. We're tired of buying water from the city of Atlanta. So let's talk about 2019, because I get real excited when I start talking about 2019. 2019, you're going to see some major changes in our city. Okay. A new charter school. South STEM High School with a completion date of June 2021. Plans are underway to begin construction in January of 2020 at the corner of 138 and Highway 29. Preliminary design will begin early February. This location of this STEM school will be adjacent to Campbell Elementary and our very own Georgia Military College. I just told you about the paving of Highway 74 by GDOT. We thought we were little stepchildren. They paved to paved to Tyrone and left us out. But they're going to pave 74. We're going to have another sit-down restaurant other than Amondo's in downtown that's slated to open May of 2019. This restaurant was destroyed in 2010 when our downtown suffered a devastating fire. Streetscapes will begin in downtown Fairburn within the next 6 months. Utility Department Audit will give us an insight on our utility costs and an updated procedural manual. We will have an audit of our utilities. We need to find out what's going on with our utilities. we're looking at completing the demolition of all remaining blighted properties in the lighting and the building of at least 2 new homes on vacant lots by Habitat for Humanity. Milan Village, a new 9,100 square feet retail commercial development on Highway 74. Construction plans are approved and construction to begin in 2019. The lighting community has a development plan. It's in progress and will be completed in mid-2019. This study would analyze relevant characteristics of the lighting community, such as demographics, land use, housing, infrastructure, economic development, and urban design. This plan will establish a vision for the physical development of that community. A new fire station is planned for Milan Road that will allow us to better serve the growing population on Highway 74 and surrounding areas. The Bedford School donated the city of Fairburn 2 acres of land. Let's give them a hand. With a growing number of multi-level apartment complex and commercial buildings in the Highway 74 corridors, prime placement of this new fire station that will house the ladder truck will play an intricate part of answering any challenges that may arise in that area. The City Council will also our plans to incorporate a mini police precinct adjacent to that new fire station. In conclusion, the city of Fairburn is indeed situated to succeed. With over 15,000 plus people, we are looking forward to continuing growth with thousands of acres of undeveloped land that investors and landowners are eager to build and to sell. Fairburn is 10.7 miles from Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, which is one of the busiest airports in the world. We have plenty of green space, property land for future residential and warehouse projects. Highway 74, our gateway to 85 north and south, continues to serve as a beacon for future developments to include retail, entertainment, and other innovative projects. We're delivering better city services than ever before with an improved website that is more user-friendly. One of the things that has been important to me as your mayor is that people trust, let me repeat, that people trust the integrity of the decisions that we make. That's why we've made City Hall more transparent than ever. We've shown that government can be a force for good, not just a source of frustration. We've sought opportunities to work together and find common ground rather than engage in the kind of petty rhetoric that has become so too common in this country. Every decision by myself and the Fairburn City Council and every investment has been made with an eye toward the future. Not just creating a strong economy for the present, but building the foundation we want for our children and future generations. So, citizens of Fairburn, my plan is clear. Good jobs, massive investments in affordable houses and open spaces, infrastructure upgrades to fix traffic, and doubling down on community-driven public safety. We need to make downtown vibrant for day and nightlife, building for our future. In times of uncertainty, We will step forward with confidence in our values. We, with trust in government at an all-time low, we can prove that government can work for all the people. At a time when cities must lead, Fairburn will be a leader. Whatever happens nationally, I will continue to work with City Council for our values. We will fight for our families. We will fight for our seniors. We will fight for our children, for our veterans, our immigrants, and those with disabilities. We will fight for good jobs, public schools, and affordable housing. We will fight for racial justice and equal rights. In 2019, we are committed to continue to improve the quality of life in the city of Fairburn by strengthening our neighborhoods, delivering superior services, embracing the diversity of our citizens, and making Fairburn a desirable and safe city in which to live, to work, to raise a family, to shop, to go to school, to play, to grow, and to grow old. Please know that I stand with you. I will work for you, and I resolve that next year the state of our city will be more just. The state of our city will be even more stronger. That life for all of us in Fairburn will be better because of our resolve, our actions, and the love for our city. Change is happening, but we must continue to invest in order to keep it growing. Right, Council? That's right. Fairburn is not just growing. We're growing up. We are changing the course of our future. And in doing so, we've improved the course of people's lives. We are in this together. And we will fight every day for each other, for Fairburn, and for all of its people. Serving you as your mayor in 2018 has not only been an honor, but a journey. Because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And the only impossible journey is the one you never began. Fairburn is one journey that has allowed me to serve you, the citizens. I have indeed, and I continue to live the impossible dream. Thank you for your friendship, for your partnership, and for making me more optimistic than ever before about what Fairburn's future holds. God bless you. God bless the city of Fairburn, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.